how could you tell which staff were potentially the real problem versus which staff were not the problem, but they're in a broken system such that they're sort of wrapped up in it? Is there a sort of a test or like a formal thing that you'd use, something you would do? What would that be?
Yes, I can tell, and it's often the ones don't immediately appear to be the problem that are the actual root and cause of the problem. And that's where I go Miss Marple, and it all becomes quite interesting to have a look. And that's where it's really important to really observe and listen and observe. So I always take time to observe and listen to people, because the people that are the grumblers in the meeting that put their hands, actually often they're not the problem. They're just trying to seek, they're just the cause of a broken system, and they're just trying to seek some kind of clarification. They've just got used to working of saying, well, that won't work, that won't work. Whereas the people behind that are doing the stirring are often a little bit more clever, and they're pulling the strings, the puppet masters, if you will. They're the ones that are just rising up everybody else. And often they're the ones that are quite saccharine to me to begin with, that come up and are quick to tell me stuff before I ask it. But when I start to probe, they get very defensive. They start blaming other people. They avoid, they move away. So they can be really nice, going, oh, I'll tell you this, I'll tell you this. But when you actually say, oh, so can I just explore that in a little bit more detail? I observed this and you do that. They shut you down, and you can see their body language shuts you down. They're not engaging with their eyes. And they're the ones that often cause a problem because, as I say, they're the puppet masters behind that plant the seeds. And they're too intelligent because they are very happy to get some most normally junior members on the class to sort of start the campaign on their behalf. But they're the ones that are starting the drip, drip, drip of annoyance. And so, again, you take the time, you watch, you listen, and you learn. And as they say in all good detective films, the clues are all there.